Divorce for Real Housewives star Luann and Tom D'Agostino. We'll tell you why the marriage is ending after only 7 months.
No, they watch me and cheer me on. Good, Mommy, good. Keep going, keep going.
Halle Berry opening up about how her workout routine becomes a family affair.
Jazz Jennings responds to Derick Dillard's transphobic tweet.
Plus, we can't wait for that Will and Grace reunion. Karen's first line in the show's return has been revealed.
Happy birthday, Meghan Markle. Will the Suits star celebrate with royal boyfriend Prince Harry?
And can we talk about how the Queen is drinking 4 cocktails a day?
Yes, we can. We will discuss.
And listen up, Justin Bieber. The cast of Sesame Street is here, and we're thinking Elmo may be your biggest fan.
The last song that was stuck in Elmo's head was, is that the song? That was the song, the Despacito. Quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas.
Happy Friday, People.com, Facebook Live. Welcome to People Now. A packed show today, including a royal rundown where we are talking about Queen Elizabeth's regimen of drinking 4 cocktails a day.
Yes, Queen!
Yes, Queen. It's true. It happened. Thank you, guys. That was so great. In honor of the Queen's impeccable drinking habits, we want to know what your favorite cocktail is. Let us know in the comments below. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Watch this.
I knew exactly that, Tom and I were going to make it down the aisle because, like I said, we love each other. I totally know that I can trust Tom now, and
yeah.
I'm very solid and we're solid in our relationship, so it's good.
That was the Real Housewives of New York City star Luann D'Agostino this past April on People Now, talking about her marriage to husband Tom, but the couple have called it quits after just 7 months of marriage. Sources telling People, quote, it was obvious they weren't on the same page. Luann made the announcement on Twitter saying, it's with great sadness that Tom and I agreed to divorce. We care for each other very much. Hope you respect our privacy during this sad time. The split comes nearly a week after Tom was spotted flirting with a blonde woman in Sag Harbor while Luann was at Jill Zarin's luncheon in the Hamptons. The couple's relationship has been plagued with doubts from co-stars and friends throughout their whirlwind courtship. Tom was a bachelor before proposing to Luann in February of last year with an 8-carat canary yellow diamond stunner. Sources tell People Tom was 50 and had never been married. He never wanted to give up his bachelor lifestyle. The source also reveals it was Luann who was definitely the first to file for divorce. The couple tied the knot on December 31st, wrapping up a 3-day wedding weekend in Palm Beach, Florida. The source says, quote, Luann is doing okay. She's sad, but a survivor. Now on to this. 16-year-old TLC star Jazz Jennings is taking the high road after Counting On's Derick Dillard posted a transphobic tweet Wednesday night, claiming, quote, transgender is a myth. Jazz, who is no stranger to online bullies, responded to the comments on Twitter, writing back, every day I experience cyberbullying, but I keep sharing my story. Today was no different. The message comes after Dillard tweeted his thoughts on Jennings' hit show, I Am Jazz, saying, what an oxymoron, a reality show which follows a non-reality. Transgender is a myth. Gender is not fluid. It's ordained by God. Dillard immediately received backlash for his tweet, one user sarcastically responding, bullying a teenage girl, how brave and godly are you? Dillard referred to Jennings using the male pronoun, prompting Twitter users to quickly trash him for it. Alexandra tweeting, if you are upset with TLC calling her a her, then maybe you shouldn't be a part of the reality TV network that pays your bills. TLC, the network where both Counting On and I Am Jazz live, issued this following statement to People regarding Dillard's tweet, saying, quote, Derick Dillard's personal statement does not represent the views of TLC. Stay on People.com for more on this story as it develops. All right, Will and Grace fans, Mullally is revealing her first line in the revived show. The star who played Karen for 8 seasons just told Entertainment Tonight, she says, quote, I had the craziest dream. But that's all she could say about it. The revival series has just been picked up for a 2nd season. Karen telling Entertainment Tonight, the fact that we're coming back at all is a miracle to me. That's never happened before. We had no reason to ever think that the show would come back, and to have them now have faith in us based on the fan response to do a 2nd season is just really thrilling. And we're thrilled as well. Watch this.
I swear by the ketogenic diet.
What is that?
It's a diet, it's simple. It's just no sugar and no carbs. And what you force your body to do is instead of burning sugar for fuel, you start burning healthy fats like avocado, coconut oil, you know, eggs. You start eating healthy fats. Butter can be a part of your diet. You just eat protein, you eat nuts, legumes, and then you start teaching your body begins to burn fat instead of sugar. And when you start burning fat, all the fat starts to like melt away.
What is your favorite workout? What are you doing?
I do a workout that's just sort of revolves around my body weight most of the time. I don't do a lot of muscles. Like, I don't want to look like, you know, I just do body weight stuff. I do yoga sometimes, Pilates. I kind of switch it up because your body gets used to the same exercises, so you have to kind of, you know, trick it every 6 or 3 months or so.
Is this every day?
No, 4 to 5 days a week.
Do your kids or your daughter work out with you?
No, they watch me and cheer me on. Good, Mommy, good, keep going, keep going.
Everyone taking notes there, no carbs or sugar if you want to look like Halle Berry. Not sure I can follow that diet, but man, Halle Berry looking more amazing every day. The mother of 2, opening up about parenthood and so much more with Mama's Denise Albert and Melissa Gerstein for the People Entertainment Weekly Network show Mamarazzi. It is streaming now. You guys should be sure to check it out. It's great to hear from her.
I know.
Yeah.
She looks amazing too.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Facebook Live. We're going to be talking about the Queen's epic 4 cocktails a day. We want to know what your favorite cocktail is. Aaron is going for beer, a Blue Moon, and John says Corona.
Corona. Donna says lemon martini, and Tatiana says cucumber refresher.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Great, yeah.
I'm a vodka girl.
Oh, really?
What do you like?
I don't know. Let me think about it. Keep the Facebook comments coming in. We'll check in with you again soon. First, Andrea, more trending news for us in Star Treks.
That is correct, Jeremy. We are kicking off Star Treks with some updates from the Biebs. Justin Bieber made his first public appearance since canceling his Purpose World Tour, supporting the white t-shirt collaboration between his stylist, Carla Welch, and popular clothing company Hanes at the duo's West Hollywood launch event on Thursday. Bieber, who wore drop-crotch jeans, a t-shirt, glasses, and a backpack to the event, posed for a few photos and sipped on a Corona, but quickly left the party after just 30 minutes. Since canceling his world tour, Bieber's been facing some heat from fans, issuing an apology statement on Wednesday, writing this: "I let my insecurities get the best of me at times." We'll stay on people.com to see where Justin might end up next. All right, now watch this.
I can't fathom me like taking a photo of myself waking up and being like, ready for the day, you know? But I'm happy that there are people out there that can feel bold enough to do that.
Okay, so maybe Elizabeth Olsen isn't a pro at social media quite yet, but we all know that she's been killing it on the big screen. The actress stars in Wind River, out today. It's about a Wyoming murder that Olsen, a young FBI agent, has to solve. The movie was filmed in the insanely cold Utah mountains, where Olsen says she just about froze to death. Watch what she had to say.
It wasn't so cold. Like when I watch Game of Thrones, that looks like the end of the world. It wasn't that cold, but you know, with the amount of hours spent with just like your feet, even if they're in the proper smart socks and the foot warmers, your feet just eventually lose feeling like at a certain time of the day. And so then you'd have to rotate socks and rotate foot warmers and those kinds of things.
Oh, I would not want to do that at all. All right, moving on to this. Funny girl Rebel Wilson is known for making us laugh in hit movies like Pitch Perfect, but now the actress is adding a new role to her resume: fashion designer. Yes, Wilson launched her own clothing line, Rebel Wilson X Angels, for the size 14 market and up. The Australian native recently talked to InStyle's editor-in-chief Laura Brown for the People Entertainment Weekly Network's Dirty Laundry. They talk all about the collection, and Wilson reveals that fashion hasn't always been her thing. Watch this.
I didn't know a lot about fashion. I didn't care much about fashion, but when I moved to Hollywood, I had to learn some stuff.
You did?
Yeah.
What was the first thing you learned?
How to dress for the red carpet.
Ooh.
Talk about fashion pressure.
How do you, like, does someone tell you?
You don't know how to put, no one ever really tells you. My agents did say that I needed to go to school to learn how to wear high heels.
And did you?
I've never yet been to that school. Don't even know whether that exists.
Vegas is all about indulging. So today, my kids are here. I'm gonna spoil them to death. Give them all the sugar and candy and ice cream that they have ever dreamed of. Look at these milkshakes, Elijah.
Wait, what is that?
Look at that. There's a corn dog in the milkshake.
No, that's a Twinkie. I miss Kendra because, I mean, that's my wife and my best friend, and being gone this long is a tough pill to swallow.
All I want is for you guys to stay here.
We'll be here as long as we can.
You miss Mama? Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, what is this?
What
Surprise, I know. This is our white gummy.
Oh my God.
Do you know the sugar rush they are about to have?
God.
Their pupils are going to go like this.
Are we ready for these guys?
You guys ready for Mama to spoil you while you're in Vegas? Wow. Oh my God. Hold on. I gotta get this for my Instagram. Oh my God.
Elijah's not gross.
Smell it, Elijah.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells like gummy.
I'm usually kind of a sugar freak. I usually hide the sugar from my kids. You know, I put limits on it. But today is a different day.
So we got some old rainbow sliders.
Look at the rainbow burgers.
Oh my God, no.
You guys want to stay in Vegas with Mama?
Yeah.
Babe, I see what you're trying to do, and I want to stay, but we can't.
Why would you want to go back to LA?
For summer camp, for a tiny bit, but I'd rather stay here.
Does it feel like a long time me being away at home?
Does it actually just feel like I didn't have a mom?
Oh boy, I can't wait for another exciting episode of Kendra on Top. The hit WeTV show, which airs Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, shows the reality star spoiling her two adorable kids in Vegas, but it looks like they might miss their mama a little more than she realizes. Make sure to tune in tonight to see how it all unfolds. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us because we have Idris Elba showing off his pretty sweet kickboxing skills. Plus, we're celebrating Meghan Markle's birthday by breaking down her royal-worthy style. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in people. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
He's like the devil, isn't he?
No, he's worse. You can't stop what's coming. Death always wins.
That is a moment from Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba's new movie, The Dark Tower. It's out today. The Stephen King adaptation is our Toyota People pick of the day. Elba playing the last gunslinger who's been locked in battle with the Man in Black, played by McConaughey, who is trying to bring down the tower and collapse the multiverse. A lot going on, and of course, a whole lot of action as well. That went into making the film. But thankfully, Elba was training for a pro kickboxing fight at the same time that he was filming, so he was more than ready to take on his stunts. And here's what he had to say about that.
I was training for my fight while I was making this film. In South Africa, I trained twice a day, once before, and then, once after. So I was very quickly becoming in really incredible shape to endure, some of the stuff that we did. But to be honest, the action sequences were what they were, and they were done in pockets. But during that whole time, I was in good mental shape, good physical shape.
All right, guys, here's something that will blow your mind this morning. The 91-year-old Queen of England enjoys 4 cocktails a day. I think we can all say this together, crew. Yes, Queen! Woo! Joining me now, our Royals correspondent, Imogen Weber. How many cocktails do you drink in a day?
No comment.
And have you ever said, yes, Queen?
No, actually.
Today?
This is a first.
That's great. All right, tell us what her 4 cocktails are all about here. Let's break it all down.
It's a generational thing. The Queen Mother was notorious for her alcohol consumption, and she lived to 101.
Wow.
Right before lunch, the Queen has a first cocktail of the day, a gin and dubonnet with a slice of lemon and some ice. She'll have a glass of wine at lunch and possibly a dry gin martini on the side, Jeremy.
So far, so good.
The Queen likes to finish off dinner with a glass of champagne. If you're keeping track here, Jeremy.
I am.
That makes her daily alcohol consumption 6 units, and her government classifies this as binge drinking, but I think at 91 we'll give her a pass here.
Yeah, and you know what? It's just so well planned throughout the day. It's great. How about Prince Philip, though? Is he a drinker as well?
He loves a beer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He's a beer man. He just attended his last official public engagement ever this week. How was the last royal event, and more importantly, what will he do now?
So Prince Philip turned 96 in June, and I think after 22,219 solo engagements, he's done his duty.
I guess he has put it in.
Yeah, his last official royal outing was at a parade to mark the finale of the 1664 Global Challenge at Buckingham Palace.
Wow.
We may see him with the Queen at engagements now and then, and he'll be supporting her behind the scenes. It's her 70th wedding anniversary in November.
70 years. That's really,
amazing.
really incredible.
Yeah.
Imogen, today is a big day for Meghan Markle. It is her birthday. Happy birthday, Meghan.
Happy birthday, Meghan.
Will Meghan be spending the special day with Prince Harry? Do we know if he'll do anything special for his girlfriend? Please tell me in total detail. I'm taking notes.
Okay, so Meghan turns 36 today. Prince Harry is a little younger at 32. Reports suggest that both she and her mum are in London, so Prince Harry is likely doing something extremely special. The pair are also celebrating their one-year anniversary, so speculation is only increasing. They'll be putting a ring on it sometime soon.
Maybe this weekend. Who knows? I mean, I'm holding out.
Okay.
But by the way, you've blown my mind here with what you found.
Fun fact. Okay, so Meghan shares a birthday with the Queen Mother, who was born on 4th of August 1900. The royal family's official Twitter account tweeted out this pic this morning.
That is really interesting.
Cool.
So in some ways, Meghan has a royal connection even beyond Harry.
Absolutely.
In a really disconnected roundabout way. Anyway, thank you, Imogen. It's great to see you.
Good to see you, Jeremy.
In honor of Meghan Markle's amazing style, we are taking a look at all of the time she and Princess Kate were style twins. Watch this.
You might recognize these incredible landscapes, immortalized in the Lord of the Rings blockbuster movies. These iconic locations really put New Zealand into the limelight for the first time.
Wow, I am sold. Definitely planning on going to New Zealand. That is an exclusive clip from this Sunday's Smithsonian Channel special, Flying High with Phil Kogan, which airs at 8 p.m. Eastern. The Amazing Grace host takes us inside the Lord of the Rings director Peter Jackson's workshop, where he rebuilds World War I warplanes. And speaking of the Lord of the Rings, Phil shows us some breathtaking views of Hobbiton. Check this out.
Below us is New Zealand's #1 tourist attraction. A town allegedly built by hobbits. In fact, the Shire of Hobbiton, up here in the North Island, was created by a man who lives down here, 200 miles away, in the picturesque capital city of Wellington. A city often referred to as Wellywood, and home to the director of the Lord of the Rings movies, Peter Jackson.
All my allies are gone. I'm losing.
You can count on the Iron Bank as soon as the gold arrives.
Enough with the clever plans.
Well, it looks like Daenerys is down, but certainly not out for the count on this weekend's Game of Thrones.
Yes, which is why she's kicking off our list of 3 things we're excited to see next on Game of Thrones.
Fire and Ice. Jon Snow and Daenerys finally met on last week's episode, but they did not get along that well, or at least not yet.
But it sounds like there's room for improvement. After the meeting, Kit Harington, who plays Jon Snow, told EW.com he walks into the room and doesn't expect to see such a beautiful young woman of similar age to him. Any young man's reaction is going to be, okay, but he puts that aside because he has to.
Yeah, beautiful woman, kind of an interesting choice of words. The Queen of Dragons herself, Emilia Clarke, was a little more blunt with her assessment. She told EW it was fun to play. She doesn't like him, and she doesn't believe him.
So will the representatives of Fire and Ice continue to warm to each other? Most fans are definitely hoping so. Some are even hoping for a romantic relationship.
Of course, close watchers will know there's almost a 100% chance Daenerys and Jon are related, so not too sure how I feel about all of that, but let us know what you want to happen with the King of the North and the Queen of Dragons in the comment section below.
Yes, definitely. And number 2 on our list, will Grey Worm survive and make it back to Miss Sandy?
The 2 unlikely lovers had a very sweet goodbye before Grey Worm went off to war only to fall for a Lannister Euron Greyjoy trap. So will Grey Worm survive?
Jacob Anderson, who plays Grey Worm, tells The Hollywood Reporter, "I think everybody should be afraid for every character at this point in the show. Grey Worm's a pretty brave dude. I don't think he's afraid of being stranded. He's just afraid of not seeing this person that he loves again."
Grey Worm and Miss Andy are so sweet together. I hope we get at least kind of a brief reunion before the whole thing is over.
I agree.
I don't know. Speaking of reunions, though, episode 3, it saw a more ominous conversation between Varys and Melisandre.
The Red Priestess,
Yeah, Red Priestess
told Varys she was leaving for now, but added, "I have to die in this strange country just like you."
So what will happen to these two mysterious power players? Carice Van Houten, who plays Melisandre, doesn't have very high hopes for Varys. She tells Elle.com, "I think he's not going to make it, but that's my personal thought. Some things, terrible things, have to happen in these last seasons. It'll probably be one of those where he'll try to run from it, but he'll get it in the end."
And as for her own character, she doesn't think Melisandre's afraid of death, but she adds, she knows what this world is about. That's what makes her powerful, but also more vulnerable in the end. But I think she's afraid of dying before seeing for herself that everything ends all right.
I can't wait to see if Melisandre accomplishes her goals and whether those goals are actually even good or bad.
And let us know what you think below, and we may just end up using your comments next week.
Make sure to tune into HBO on Sunday for a brand new episode of Game of Thrones.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
All right, guys, let's check in with Facebook one last time. The Queen drinks 4 cocktails a day. We want to know what your favorite cocktail is. That's the question
Yes,
today.
Allie says, John Daly, a.k.a. Spiked Arnold Palmer, delicious summer drink.
Sonia loves a good spritz. I made a good spritz with, who was it? That was in? We had, hold on. We had a guest. Valerie Bertinelli, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And she made the most amazing spritz drink.
I'm glad you thought of it, otherwise it would have been a really boring story.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't have derailed at all. Nicole says cranberry and amaretto, and Robin says strawberry margarita.
Yum. And hey, it's perfect. It's Friday. Might as well get a cocktail tonight or now.
Yeah, I admire the margarita.
Yeah.
Because it has so many options. I'm going to say that's where I put my my liking.
Well, that was a good decision.
Yeah, and what was yours again?
Anything vodka. Vodka on the rocks. Vodka with anything.
Wrap it up, they said. They're screaming. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Be sure to tune in again next week for all our thoughts on everything. And The Late Show host Stephen Colbert is revealing all. Plus, the Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Bedore dishing on the claims that Kelly Dodd said she wasn't going to return to the hit reality show after last season.
Yes, should be interesting. Thanks for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from the cast of Sesame Street. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, this is Abby.
And this is Rudy.
Oh, and Elmo's Elmo. And
this is One Last Thing.
Yeah. The last friend that Elmo made was Rudy. Yeah, we met not that long ago, and now we're really good friends.
The last friend that I made was Elmo. I haven't met anybody since then.
Oh, well, you're going to meet a lot of people.
Really?
There's so many people on Sesame Street to meet. The last friend I met was Sia. Oh, cool.
Sia.
She's magical, and she likes dogs as much as me.
The songs will make you proud.
Oh, the last time that Elmo laughed so hard that he cried was when Abby turned Elmo into a pumpkin. That was hilarious. The last song that was stuck in Elmo's head was, is that the song? That was the song, the Despacito.
Quiero respirar tu cuello despacito.